I came across this game called That's Not My Neighbor a while back when it first dropped on itch.io, and now it's finally made its way to Steam. Let me tell you, this is a completely revamped version, and I'm diving into it headfirst. Today I want to share with you the creepiest creatures and Easter eggs I've found in this new release, but that's not all. There's more to come, with even deeper dives into the game's secrets in future videos. So if you're into this kind of thing, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed right now and gave this video a thumbs up. It helps small creators like me more than you can imagine. Alright, let's get into it. The core of the game is pretty straightforward. I'm playing as a doorman tasked with keeping suspicious tenants out of the building, and trust me, there are a lot of them. How do I figure out who's legit? I've got to check their ID, entry permits, and cross-reference them with the records in my desk book. If I'm still unsure, I can even call their apartment. If someone picks up, I'll chat with them to confirm whether the person standing in front of me is supposed to be home, or if they're something else entirely. More often than not, I'll find out the real tenant's already inside, and the thing in front of me, pure evil. But the game doesn't stop there. For situations like that, I've got a special button to eliminate these so-called neighbors. Press it, and about a minute later, a guy in a hazmat suit shows up to handle the dirty work. Now let's talk about the Easter eggs. I've come across some seriously weird tenants. Take this one, for instance. It's clearly an alien, looking like a giant nose just standing there. Then there's this evil doppelganger of the milkman I let in just a minute earlier. Super creepy guy, though he doesn't hold a candle to some of the others. I've got to be careful because sometimes these monsters straight up threaten me. But let's ease into the nightmare mode and see what's waiting there. In nightmare mode, I'm sitting in the lobby of a building straight out of hell, surrounded by literal abominations. There's no room for mistakes here. Take a look at this scarecrow-looking thing. If I don't figure out whether it lives here or not, I might let it pass. But if I mess up, a terrifying face appears on the wall as a warning. After a few more mistakes, that face jumps out at me like some kind of screamer. Trust me, it's the worst Easter egg you can stumble into. Caught me completely off guard. Then there's this creature, a nod to the main villain from the movie Hellraiser. Dreamed up by Clive Barker. It's grotesque, doesn't talk much, and if it's missing any documents, it gets hostile real quick, promising to destroy me if I don't let it in. At one point in nightmare mode, a stranger approached me and handed me a flyer with a picture of a man I'm not supposed to let in, or even let near my window. I haven't run into him yet, but he's described as a guy in a mask who looks absolutely horrifying. Even in the regular mode, I've seen some unsettling stuff, like this woman whose eye fell out and she didn't even notice while trying to get inside. Another tenant seemed normal enough, a regular looking dude, but he was covered in blood. I put my foot down and didn't let him in. He seemed way too suspicious. He tried to tell me it wasn't blood, just tomato juice. Would you have believed him? Then there was another screamer in nightmare mode. If I keep failing and letting the wrong neighbors through, my character turns into a monster himself and ends his own life. It's brutal. There's also Chester, a character anyone who played the pre-Steam version will remember. He throws riddles at you that are tough to crack, and the devs updated his puzzles for the full release, making them even harder. I've also spotted some secret mutations, like this little girl with inhuman eyes. She looks terrifying and is easy to spot, just like the woman with an eye on her forehead or the one with a beard. There's this neat little detail too. At the start of one of the days, I saw a news report about a farmer having issues with aliens and UFOs. If you played the original, you might recall an alien in that version. I wonder if it's the same one or a new visitor. And of course, I can't skip mentioning the nod to the main character from the movie Taxi Driver. It's an old Easter egg, but I had to bring it up. There are other familiar ones too, like the creatures in Nightmare mode. One of them, Izanami, was in the older version of the game. Not everyone knows her origin, but her design pulls inspiration from Sadako Yamamura and Samara Morgan, the main antagonists of The Ring. Then there's Yu Sothoth Yog, directly named after the Lovecraftian monster Yog Sothoth, created by H.P. Lovecraft. Another Nightmare resident, Zoth Omog, lives in the second room on the second floor and is named after the Lovecraftian monster Zoth Omog, created by Lynn Carter. If you found more secrets than I have, drop them in the comments. I'd love to feature them in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the game as much as I did putting it together. If you did, please subscribe and give a thumbs up if you'd like to see a video tomorrow with a full roundup of all the monsters from the Steam version. That's all for now. Stay awesome and catch you later.
blah 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 blah.